Man, I wish my jokes were as good as that. My God. Yeah, do you guys use Facebook? I like to open up with something the kids get. Yeah, my mom doesn't get Facebook, you know? I basically use it to try out jokes and promote shows, you know? I'll be like, hey, I'm playing 3-3-23 at the Midway Cafe. And under that, a friend will write, oh, you've come so far in 7 years. And under that, another friend will write, oh, I'd like to come, but I'm getting a rhinoplasty that day. Oh. And then under that, in all caps, my mom will write, your Aunt Mildred is sick! She doesn't get Facebook. Oh, if you're looking for the track on Spotify. Yeah. Where are my Mountain Dew drinkers? Any Mountain Dew drinkers in the crowd? Yeah. You're all dirt bags if you like me, so. It's a pre-diabetic dirtbag crowd at the Midway tonight. Hey now. Yeah, I drink Mountain Dew. Frequently I have mayonnaise stains on my t-shirts. Or I hope they're mayonnaise stains. Call them aioli if you're from Newton. Yeah, it's crazy though. I'm this weirdo dirtbag and I get to do comedy all over New England. It's crazy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Boy, you guys are redefining a hot room. This is... I might just tell knock-knock jokes later to see how hot you guys fucking are. Oh, you're fucking making this easy. Oh. Yeah. Donut or Hertz donut? There it is. I need to workshop my knock-knock jokes. Yeah. It's all right. I'm this dirtbag, you know, it's like fucking, sometimes I'll play a club, there's a chandelier, it's real weird. Me, the dirtbag, the chandelier, the essence of class, you know? It's kind of like pairing a $5,000 bottle of wine with a hungry man dinner. That's not quite it. It's like pairing the richest part of Connecticut with the entire other part of Connecticut. I wasn't always a dirtbag comic. I used to work at Petco. Yeah. Oh, no, don't fucking cheer these monsters. It's where the pets go and where your soul gets ripped out for a non-living wage. Oh. They do donations that are kind of nice, though. You know what I mean? The person comes through your line and you're like, hey, can I fucking get you to chip in? And one of them was actually pretty cool. One of them was help training dogs for troops with PTSD. I thought that was cool. Helping the soldiers out with PTSD with dogs. And so this old lady came through my line. I was like, I kind of got a mark here. With my Republican agenda. I'm the worst. So she comes through our line. I'm like, hey, would you like to chip in, to help the soldiers with PTSD? And she looked at me and she was like, it's enough with the troops. I'm like, Nana has some spunk. Jesus Christ. To be fair, she was having a White Claw summer, I'm pretty sure. Dating. That's a topic I'm going to talk about. They don't just book you at the Midway Cafe if you don't have good segues. You got to bring the segue game, comics. Yeah. I was a single guy at one point, believe it or not, you know. It was on the apps, you know. It was weird. There was a look that some of my dates would have that I really loved. It was the long boots with the short skirt. Oh, hey now, we like that. Yeah. You know, because I love vagina. And I hate feet. I might talk for 3 hours tonight. I hope you guys are ready. Yeah. Yeah. It was weird. It was weird because occasionally a woman would send me a picture of her vagina. That was weird. You ever get a picture of a vagina? Do you? Did it not throw you at all? I was like, God damn. That's where the babies come out. Jesus Christ. I didn't really like the picture of a vagina. It's kind of like getting a picture of a jacuzzi, you know? I don't really want to picture a jacuzzi. I just want to be inside it with an erection and think about how many other dudes have been in there before. I don't want a picture of a jacuzzi. I just want to sit in and think about how my neighbor's jacuzzi is way better. Aw, that made us sad. Fuck off. I'll go self-loathing. Do you guys get hairs that grow out of the top of your nose? Do you really? Yeah, I do too. I use a nasal steroid, you know, because I've kind of done a little bit of damage in this area. Starting in like 1995 and continuing to about 3 minutes ago. Hey now. I've got gray pubes. Yeah, it's sexy now when I'm selling out a club. You see that shit unwarranted, it's like, whoa! I've got so many gray pubes it looks like I have Steve Martin in a leg lock. And he's like, we hate these cans. Transversely, which is a word I just made up, I have a very beautiful girlfriend, like crazy, crazy beautiful. No, she's here, so you can applaud, sure. Yeah, all right. Let's realize who special this is. I'll never hear the end of it if this applause goes on too much longer. You didn't take out the trash. They applaud for me. That is a very hacky imitation of my girlfriend. She's so hot that you wouldn't even believe we were in the same room at the same time. Unless that was a courtroom. And I was learning the details on a restraining order. Agreed, that joke rules. I'd argue if I could, Midway. Yeah. One of the girls I met online had like a protuberance, like a shallow Hal thing going, you know what I mean? She dumped me, of course. She lived in Providence, you know, where monsters like that live. So I hopped on a bus to go win her back. I brought her a bunch of flowers, you know. I handed her the flowers and said, "I'm sorry for all the things I've done, and I think I can be a better man for you." And she was like, "No, I'm good." I got back on the bus and had a tearful ride back to Boston. It does prove that I would do anything for a little tail. Hey now. Yeah. Took the old lady on a date to a strip club the other day. Yeah, that's a fun date. We were sitting in the back, and there was a guy in the front, or the erection section. It was crazy because there was a woman in front. You know, Candy has my neck, my back, you know, like everything is fucking on display, you know. And this dude is just turning his head and watching the Bruins game. I was like, these Bruin fans are loyal. Does this guy work for Nesson? What's going on? So she turns to me after, you know, we get a lap dance, and she says, "When we get home, while we're making love, I want you to say something real mean to me." And I'm like, "Yeah, I will." So, you know, we get home and we climb in the missionary position because we're white. Turns out vanilla sex just means white sex. I don't know. If you guys are fucking different than me. Yeah, I lean in and I'm like, I'm going to say something mean. I'm like, "You don't have very good choices in men. I just took you to a strip club." Yeah. Wow, this is going well. I mean, if we want to... Yeah. I am handsome. Yeah, I've always had this quick wit. It's what separates the good from the greats, Midway. Yeah, in junior high, a kid came up to me and he was like, "Tiny, you're such a dildo." And I was like, "Well, at least I've got one." Point, set, match. Whoops. I knew I would have an issue with a straw tonight. Hey now. Yeah. My bandmates are here. Benny and Hector, give it up for them. Yeah. This is a series of stories about the band called The Thickness. Yeah. Yeah, I played in rock and roll professionally for like 20 years, which is a remarkably long time to have no success. One of the craziest stories happened in Worcester, Mass. You guys know Worcester, Mass? Yeah. I'm about to dump on your town. There are a lot of good people from Worcester, I've noticed. It's kind of like how flowers grow out of shit. I was hanging outside of the bus in front of a place that looked like a Long John Silver's had burned down. And up strolls a guy, he's like, yo, I got the best heroin in Worcester. And I was like, I don't do heroin, man. Thanks, but no thanks. And he said, all right. All right. I got the best cocaine on the East Coast. And I said, you're getting closer. Certainly wouldn't mind to have you on the bus for a Pepsi challenge if you want to back your shit. Actually, what I said was, I don't want any sort of drugs. I want no drugs tonight if you'll just be on your way. And he said, all right. All right. I got Men in Black 2 on DVD. I said, you know what? Give me the heroin. Fuck Will Smith. Seriously. You don't hit my friend Chris. In this story, I'm friends with Chris Rock. We're buddies. We have a timeshare. Yeah, there was a point I was in a band. I was a single man. Thought I'd hook up with the ladies. No, it didn't happen. You're right. Accurate. I always try to come up with a cool line. You know how cool lines don't work, right? Did I just give you a panic attack? I'll ask her. You know how cool lines don't work, right? Cool lines, like a guy, like, you know, oh, did you break your wings when you fell from heaven? That sort of thing. I'm glad I explained that joke. I'm doing a special right now. I don't know. Sometimes you tell jokes so many times, you're like, clearly they've heard it this many times. I don't know why no one gets this. Yeah, cool line. I always try to come up with a cool line. Met a girl in New Jersey, went to Princeton. Hey now, Ivy League, booyah. Told her I was Sting's brother. Stung. Ivy League schools teach a lot of things. Dumb pickup lines is not one of them. Yeah, people ask me, can you bomb in music? Can you get that same feeling you do in comedy where you're like, oh, why did I do this? And I could be watching Netflix right now. You can. I got that feeling in St. Louis, Missouri at a club called the Firebird. Held about 455 people, which made for a total bummer when only one person showed up. So we were like, hey, do you want to hear our stupid songs, or should we just pack up and leave? I don't know if it was because she was from the Midwest or full of barbecue sauce, but she was like, yeah, I'll hear your stupid songs. So she's in this like Middle East downstairs sized club, and she's standing in the very front row. We get like 3 songs in, I look down and she's doing this. And I'm like, you don't have to raise your hand, you're the only one in here. And she says, can I go to the bathroom? So we just sat down and waited. Finally, I heard that hand dryer kick in. I turned to the band, 2, 3, 4, right into another song. Oh, yeah, let me hear it. Yeah, it was weird. During quarantine, my band's page started getting like 50 likes a week, which is very odd for a band that hasn't played a show in 8 years. It does prove what my father said. Tiny, you'd be way more popular if you would just shut the fuck up. So yeah, I reached out to a buddy that knows the internet and stuff. I don't know, internet? And he said that it's possibly become a hub for ISIS communication. Which, you know, I don't like at all. But I do have a lot of student loan debt. And I'm just old enough to sell out. So I'm writing songs for terrorists now. Oh, what a veilly weak premise. Oh. I'm gonna make it work. I got that much moxie tonight. Such songs as I Wish They Had a Third Tower. Box Cutter Polka. And sing it with me. Sweet genocide. Bad times never felt so bad.
So bad, so bad, so bad.
Yeah. Good times. Yeah. Yeah, I went to music college before I played in a band. While I was there, I met a guy, Dwan Parker, that went on to win a Grammy. Met another friend, Thomas Pritchett, that played with the Mars Volta. Meanwhile, while I was there, I only learned how to name drop. Yeah, I met another guy while I was there, Eric Andre. Do you guys know Eric Andre? Yeah. Eric Andre, obviously famous for being on TV and pranking people. He was doing it back in college even. My friend Dan, like all elite musicians, had bands that he just hated. His biggest hate was 311. He hated them to their core, hated them to their essence, hated them to their shitty barbed wire tattoos. So what Eric Andre did is he made a bunch of posters that said, starting a 311 cover band, call Dan. Dan would get all pissed off and rip them all down, you know. and then eventually got a new phone number, but Eric had his new phone number, so he just made new flyers with the new phone number. Eventually, Eric just stopped, and my band, The Thickness, went on tour with his band, Kid Napkin. We were playing a show in Brooklyn, and Eric Andre happened to be hosting. Now, it was a typical Thickness show where 3 people paid and 2 of them hated us. Yeah, Hector. Yeah, buddy. You were there. You know. Yeah. So at the end of the night, Eric just threw his arm around him and was like, hey, man, want to start a 311 cover band? You know that was me 3 years ago, right? It's weird because my biggest prank at the time was I would look up people with the last name Piggy. I would call them and be like, is Miss Piggy there? And then I'd run off. I'm better at writing jokes now, hopefully. Did you guys have a good Friday? Do you like Fridays? Yeah. I like a good Friday. I had a good Friday the other week, you know. Started it all, as all my Fridays do, at the Diabetic Foot Clinic. Where I am remarkably spry. In that crowd, I'm like a young Michelle Kwan. The jokes only get stupider if you notice. It's like, eventually I'm just going to say, fart, fart, fart. I left the diabetic foot clinic to go play a my friend Mary's show, told a bunch of jokes down in downtown. Thought it went pretty well. Thought I'd go to Hooters, because I like chicken wings. And no other reason. So I got a lift, to go to the Hooters. And when I got in the lift, my driver said, just so you know, I'm a trans female. And I was like, oh, I felt the need to apologize, even though I was like, I don't know if I look like I hate you, but I'm sorry, I don't. So what do you do when you have white guilt? You tip. Oh, I had all the white guilt too. I went to the app to tip her, and I looked at her name, and I was like, Karen. Karen, you could have chosen any other name in the world, and you chose Karen? What is your dead name, Hitler? I didn't say that. I was just like, double the ride and done. Yeah, we went a little bit further after I learned about my friend Karen. And a lady jumped out in front of me and dropped her pants. Started dancing around, And she was out there. It was Majora, labia akimbo. It was a scene. I'm guessing she was like one of those sex workers, they call them. Because I kind of have resting client face. It was weird because at that point I had never beat off in a lift before. Still didn't. Thought about it. So I get to the Hooters and I realize that I'm entering a party restaurant by myself. And I go in and there is a 6-year-old birthday party. Even as a guy that just considered beating off in a lift. I was like, get your morals straight, Mom and Dad. Also, I want some of that cake. I'm diabetic, and I've had a very long night. Yeah. Did you guys go anywhere for Christmas or over the holidays, anyone? Did someone just yell something? Did you guys go anywhere for the holidays? Anyone fly anywhere? Yeah. That's where the fucking happens. They were worshiping the old Yule log that night, my friend. You know what I'm talking about? I don't mind telling you. Yeah, I went to Arkansas. It's weird because flights to Arkansas are always the smallest plane with the fattest people walking towards it. I hung out with a bunch of friends I hadn't seen, in their late 30s, early 40s, don't really go out much, It was shots, it was mixed drinks. We were partying like it was 1999. It was insane. So I get back to my mom's house. It's weird because as a 47-year-old man, I walk through my mom's house drunk the same way as I did when I was 17, Like I'm in a Scooby-Doo movie. knew I was hanging out with my conservative family the next day. Didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, this is going to suck. You know when you can feel a hangover coming in before you go to bed? I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I went to the bathroom and I was like, my mom has Pepto. And I'm like, yes, Pepto. Pepto's great because, as we all know, it's heartburn, something, indigestion, something, diarrhea. Diarrhea. See, I told you these jokes get dumber. I got so excited when I saw that bottle, I flipped the cap in celebration and chugged it, only to realize it was 25 years expired. Now, the thing about 25 years expired Pepto, it does the exact opposite of what Pepto does. Aww. You made us sad with diarrhea. For this next joke, I know how to read. Big reader on this next joke. Yeah, I was in the dentist, you know, because in this joke, I go to the dentist. You know me, the big reader dentist guy. Just sitting around learning things with clean teeth. Not a bit of gingivitis here. Yeah, I was reading a Cosmopolitan. You guys read Cosmopolitan, of course. Yeah. There's an article that said that women break up with the men they're dating for the same reason they were initially attracted. I thought that was weird. How could that be the case, you know? How could the initial attraction lead to the demise? It just doesn't make sense. It also begs the question, how am I finding so many women initially attracted to bedwetting? You don't like that one. I appreciate that, though. I like a little criticism in a special. It keeps me humble. Yeah. Who was alive in the 90s? Anyone? Yeah. Not like you were born in 99, you beta cucks. I mean, like when Kurt Cobain died, you were like, I know who that is. That type of 90s. Yeah. I graduated high school in 1994. Yeah, sure, it's a year. It was so long ago, Mike Huckabee spoke at my high school graduation. I didn't even know he was a douchebag yet. He was just this fat, shitty bass player. Moved out of my mom's house when she threw me out because I didn't have a job. Lived in a room about half the size of this with 600 of my favorite punk rock kids. Kind of a stinky house. I don't know if you've been broke in this life, but we were so broke we owned 2 guns and 0 forks. I don't know how you feel about the Second Amendment, but it is a bitch to eat macaroni and cheese with a gun. Yeah, one of my cooler roommates asked me to borrow my car so he could go get some meth. Arkansas living. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, about 3 days passed, didn't bring the car back. He did tell a mutual friend that instead of returning the car, he was going to try and murder me. which is a weird reaction to loaning someone your car. So finally he did bring the car back and left a note on the dash that said, sorry I didn't fill up your car with gas like I said I would, but I did get the meth. Which is good, because I was worried he didn't get his meth. Oh my God. I think I'll do 2 more jokes. My God. When I imagine this, not this good. What I imagine is 15 tickets sold and 3 people were like, I don't even want to go. I know I bought a ticket, but it just feels like a lot of tiny for one night. I got Netflix. Yeah, I got a dog. Are you guys dog lovers, owners? Anybody? Yeah. Yeah, I got a dog. We got him from a breeder, but I feel like he still rescued me. Yeah, he's walking, and he started getting a limp. I took him to the veterinarian because I'm a good person, and they said just give him these pain pills, and he'll walk it off eventually. I did give him the pain pills, and sure enough, he did walk it off. I took him back for a secondary checkup. And I was like, it seems fine to me. The dog isn't in pain anymore. What do you want me to do with these pain pills? And she was like, oh, just throw them out. And I was like, no. Dog oxy is still oxy, my friend. Let's fucking go. So my dog's my drug dealer now. He's a real shitty drug dealer too, because the dog has no idea about street value. I'll be honest with you. I got 15 goofy pills from him for 6 milk bones and a greenie. I mean, just no idea of street value. Oh, this is the last one. I don't want it to end, but yet I do need to pee. I want to seriously, I know I'm not supposed to do this on a special, but thank you for being here. We sold out tonight. Yeah. I usually say in these shitty shows that I play all the time, without you, I'm just a drunk guy telling fart jokes on a bus. And that's true. But tonight, fucking thank you so much. I'm going to tell one last joke, and then we're going to fucking party. Let's go. Yeah. You guys eat at the Southern Ken restaurant, anybody? Yeah. It's a Southern-style restaurant in the Boston area. And when you... And when you walk into this restaurant, they say, "Howdy, y'all!" Which is this guy from the South that sounds real forced, Like she's got a boss that says, "Make it sound Southern, won't you?" And I just don't think the same thing would be true if there was like a Boston's restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky. Like, I don't think they'd be like, "Don't park your car in Harvard Yard." Right this way at Boston's, we're the only restaurant to still have a roundabout. You sit down. At Boston's, we have 2 specials tonight. For an entree, we have our roads only have 4 different names. And for a dessert, we have my cousin from Fall River has an oxy addiction, which is a very dark dessert. The special is named after this joke. Don't say it word for word if you know it, please. I mean, it's fine other times, but I'm fucking kind of filming this. Later, we can say it together in the parking lot while we're smoking cigs or something. I know it pretty well. I've had all 3 types of roommates through the years. The good, the bad, and the Craigslist. One of the hardest situations I had is trying to live with a heroin addict. Always difficult dealing with that level of addiction, you know? I remember the last conversation I had with him. I told him, "Pick your spoon." Pick your spoon. You're burning every spoon. In the house. And you know how hard it is to stop eating Ben and Jerry's with little chunks of heroin on the spoons? And Cinnamon Toast Crunch, forget about it. That shit is heroin to me already. My name's Tiny and you're fucking not!
Keep it going for Tiny! Tiny!